I'm Giving Fish. I can see you right here. You can see me right here. I can't see you. You can see me right here at the fish tank. Hello viewers, I'm Gaming Fish, and this week we have some legendary spoilers, a Banlist survival guide, and the fall of the Galactic Emperor. Hope you have your life jackets on, because we're about to go in the fish tank. If last week was a drizzle, this week is a torrential downpour of spoilers, and Wizards of the Coast has opened up the floodgates. Starting off spoilers, we have the mythic legendary artifact Mox Amber, which for 0 mana, you can tap it to produce any color of any legendary creature or planeswalker you control. So it goes without saying, this card will be incredibly powerful in Commander in the new format Brawl, as well as having several niche uses in the modern format. And I know I can't wait to get some for my Commander decks. Our next spoiler is the red-blue mythic legend Yugioh, the Weatherlight Captain. For 2 generic and a red and blue, Yugioh is a 3/3 human artificer, which has the amazing ability, whenever you cast a historic spell, draw a card. Historic spells are any legendary spell you play, saga, or artifacts, the key word being artifact. This card will be a role player in some crazy paradoxical outcome / Aetherflux reservoir strategies in Standard, as well as being as busted in Commander as the last Yugioh. Finally making her Planeswalker appearance is Jaya Ballard, for 3 red and 2 generic with a starting loyalty of 5 and rocking 2+1 abilities. The first, adding triple red to your mana pool, spend this only to cast instant sorceries. Her next being discard up to 3 cards, draw that many. And her last being a -8 that gives you an emblem that says you may cast instant sorceries from your graveyard and any spell cast this way gets exiled. Unfortunately, without a way to protect herself, she'll still be in the shadow of another certain red planeswalker while she's in Standard, so we'll have to wait until rotation for Jaya Ballard to show us what she can really do. Our next planeswalker is the Fairy, Hero of Dominaria. For 3 generic and a blue and white, with 4 loyalty starting out, he has a +1, draw a card, and at the beginning of your end step, untap 2 lands. He has a -3, which will put a non-land permanent into its owner's library, 3rd from the top, and a -8 that gives you an emblem that says, whenever you draw a card, exile target permanent. So, this card fits right at home in blue-white approach with the Second Son's control in Standard. Unfortunately, that's its only home right now. I'm sure as Standard shakes up a little bit more, especially after the release of Dominaria, he'll be a role player in many blue-white based control decks. Our last spoiler this week is Karn, Sign of Urza. This 4 mana colorless planeswalker based loyalty is above the curve starting out at 5 and has a +1 that says reveal the top 2 cards of your library and opponent chooses one of them, add that card to your hand, and the other gets exiled with a silver counter on it. His -1 says put a card you own with a silver counter on it and add it to your hand. His -2 is create a 0/0 construct that gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. So not only is Karn a colorless card advantage machine, having 2 ways of getting you cards and keeping your deck rolling, but he can also protect himself. Karn will be a powerhouse in Standard, fitting in both control and mid-range strategies, and can fit into any color combination thanks to Karn being colorless, and of course, let's be honest, it's the real chase card of the set. With the April 2018 Banlist season right around the corner, many players are wondering what to pick up and what to drop, and here at the Fish Tank, we're going to give you the tools and tips that you need to survive this season. First is what to drop. Looking back at last week, we have a few obvious drops, with True Draco Demise winning YCS Salt Lake City, and with Pendulum Magician taking nearly 50% of the top 32. We can start looking for some drops here. The key cards out of True Draco Demise are Masterpiece and Card Demise, but I think a more obvious hit out of that deck is Dragonic Diagram, which functions as a primary consistency card of the deck by destroying 1 card you control in your hand and searching your deck for a True Draco or True King monster. Next deck on the chopping block of the past season is Dominant Pendulum Magician. This deck can do it all. It can grind, it can make a huge board, it slices, it dices, and can end the game on the first turn. This deck features the FTK featuring Lurix, Independent Nightingale, and Supreme King Dragon Starving Venom. But the biggest enabler of this deck is Astrograph Sorcerer, functioning as not only a low scale, but as an abusable combo enabler with Heavy Metal Foes Electromite, serving as a toolbox for your deck, enabling you to search your deck for any copy of any monster that was destroyed this turn. My bets on the limited list come April are Card Demise and Astrograph Sorcerer, with Dragonic Diagram either joining them on the limited list or being semi-limited. Tune in next week where we will either be going over the ban list or going over pickups for Flames of Destruction. Here's hoping we won't be going over the April ban list in the middle of May. Prayers of countless Dragon Ball Super players have been answered this past week with the errata of the boogeyman of the format, Mecha Frieza. With the release of the booster Cross Worlds, the yellow draft box promo, Mecha Frieza has dominated competitive Dragon Ball Super TCG, forcing the competitive scene to warp around it and become either Mecha Frieza or Anti-Mecha Frieza. The problem with Mecha Frieza was its repeatable ability of whenever you use an extra card, you can reduce that card's cost by 1 by picking up 1 card from your life, and in its awakened form reducing your extra card's cost by 2. If the card you reduce cost becomes less than 1, do not pay the cost of the card. So not only are you drawing a card from your life, but you're also making some of your powerful extra cards like Senzu Bean and Planet Vegeta free. The new errata now states that the ability can only be used once during your opponent's turn and only once during each of those turns. This errata takes place on May 1st and looks to give the format some breathing room and serves as yet another lesson on why a repeatable way to trade life for cards is a terrible idea. Looking at you, Necropotents. Are you trying to get in Standard or just play at your local Friday Night Magic? Good news. Magic the Gathering's Challenger decks are out now, forged out of proven powerful strategies and standards such as Approach of the Second Sun Control and Mono Red Hazard Aggro. Challenger decks are perfect for the Friday Night Magic player or anyone ready to play at their local game store. Each Challenger deck comes with a complete 60-card main deck and 15-card sideboard. It is intended to be playable and competitive right out of the box. I know I can't wait to rock my local game store with these. Also new from Magic Gathering this week is Dual Decks Elves vs. Avengers. This is the last dual deck and has some cool reprints such as Solemn Simulacrum and Shivan Wreath, as well as featuring new art for Azuri Renegade Leader, Elvish Archdruid, and my personal favorite, Temple of Epiphany. Each dual deck box contains 2 60-card decks, 10 token cards, 2 spin-down life counters, and it is an awesome play experience as well as a perfect way to introduce a friend or a loved one into the game. Pokemon Legends of Johto GX Premium Collection is also out this week. This premium collection includes alternate art, anti-GX reprint, a never-before-seen foil Raikou GX promo card, and a foil oversized card featuring the 3 legendary Pokemon, 6 booster packs, a Suicune pin, and a lot more. What better way to start your spring break than savings on your favorite games? Our spring break blowout sale is going on right now with over 500 discounted card singles and sealed items from Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, HeroClix, and other miniatures. Save all week long, sell ends Sunday, April 8th. Looking for some cheap Magic promos? Get 10% off MTG promo cards all week long if you use coupon code PROMO10 at checkout to apply your discount. And don't forget, free shipping on orders of card singles over $25 within the United States. You can find all these amazing products and deals and more right here at Cholento.com. That's all this fish has for you this week here, people. And as always, I want to remind you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out our Facebook page. We have deals and giveaways going on all the time. Subscribe to our newsletter and check out our buy list. As always, I'm Gaming Fish, and you can see me here each and every week at the Fish Tank. Later. Good news, the Magic Gathering Challenger decks are out now. Oh Lord have mercy, I got the vapors.